Hey, what's up? Finally, I'm back with new kitchen. Thank you. Appreciate it. I have bad news. I left my baby behind. You know I talk about my sourdough starter, right? But luckily, I have this. This is dehydrated sourdough starter, which I made it 6 months ago, and I'm so proud of myself. Otherwise, I would lost my 6 years old starter. Let's activate this bad boy, make a bread to see if it works or not, shall we? Mason jar and scale, of course. I'm gonna add probably 5 to 10 gram warm water. 20 to 30 gram. I'm gonna let it sit for maybe 1 hour. Little bit thicker than pancake batter. Cover it up loosely and let the good bacteria to do their job. It's second day and we are looking for some bubbles. Not rise, just some bubbles. Smells different. It's a bit tangy. You see those beautiful bubbles? That's what we want. Let's feed it. We had 30 gram flour, 30 gram water, and about 10 gram starter. So now I'm gonna throw about 50 gram. So I have 20 gram starter here, and then I'm gonna feed it with 20 gram water and 20 gram flour. Again, I'm using a mix of bread and rye flour. Rye tend to fasten up the fermentation process. You can just feed it with bread flour. This time you can set the rubber band to see how it rises, of course. I'm gonna check on this tonight and feed it again. Hopefully tomorrow it's ready to use. Good morning. As you can see, my starter has its first rise and it's ready to go. Let's make a levain and bake bread. And this time, I just fed it with bread flour. Set the rubber band and it's going to be ready in 3 to 4 hours. Oh, and one important thing. My room temperature is around 27 degrees Celsius. I'm living in hot climate. If you are in cooler climate, make sure to put it somewhere warmer in your kitchen. Maybe the top of your fridge or even inside the oven with the light on. Ideal temperature would be something between 27 to 30 degrees Celsius. After just 3.5 hours, the starter looked like this. Almost triple its size. Smells sour, fruity, amazing. You see lots of bubbles and fermentation going on here. This is a very healthy and active starter now. Let's make the dough, shall we? In a medium-sized bowl, I'm gonna add 7 gram salt. To that, I'm gonna add 250 to 55 gram water. Mix a little bit. Then I'm gonna bring my scale. I need only 70 gram of this beautiful starter. You have like 10 to 20 gram leftover starter, so you can put it into the fridge to use it next time. And last but not least, 350 gram bread strong flour. Time to mix. Cover it up and let it rest for 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, I'm gonna bring the dough on the surface, but first I'm gonna wet up the surface slightly. Few slap and fall. You see how the dough smoothly comes together. Like a piece of cake. Into the bowl and let it rest for another 30 minutes. Again, same thing happened. Bring the dough into the bowl, cover it up and let it rest for another 45 minutes. Now 2 sets of coil fold with 45-minute rest between each set. Now I'm gonna let it finish its ball fermentation for 2 hours. It's a hot summer over here, so I'm gonna pre-shape it like 15 minutes earlier. That's why I always insist you should not follow any recipe blindly. There is no specific timing for fermentation. And now, shaping time. I'm gonna use a little bit of flour, not too much. So I'm gonna transfer it into the fridge immediately and let it cold proof for 8 to 10 hours. Good morning. Finally, it's baking day. Let me show you a very cool way to score round sourdough. I'm gonna bake with Dutch oven today, preheated at 250 for 30 to 45 minutes. And now let's transfer it and bake it. Testing time.